Hi, good morning. So today I would like to share with you. Recently, I've been starting to make sourdough bread, and this is the fastest way that I've learned to actually you can bake it in one day. I want to share with you the recipe. Basically, we need some water. It's literally half a cup of water and 2 tablespoons. So you use your own measurement unit to make this bowl of tap water is fine. And then we need 1 gram of yeast. So I have the yeast in here. Yeast, I bought it in any supermarket. You can see it says dried yeast. And then we'll need 5 grams of salt. Best is to use sea salt. So this one, I put it here, is 5 grams. So I have at home a very lightweight scale here, so you can weigh your stuff. And then we need some starter. The starter I've been using from my boyfriend's mom. It all has been made so many loaf of bread now, and so I need 100 grams. So you can see the texture of the sourdough is quite sticky, which is ideal. The all-purpose flour and then the whole wheat flour. All-purpose flour is around 138 grams of all-purpose flour, and then this one's like 112. With the yeast, what you do, you can take some water from previously you measure half cup and 2 tablespoons, right? So you kind of whisk this. You can do it about like a minute or two here first, and then we have the sea salt, which is the coarse one here. You can see I use the more rough sea salt. And then same thing, melt. So very first thing is we put the starter into this bowl. You have a scraper, scrape everything out. So I have the starter here. First thing you pour into it is the yeast. So usually I pour this in. You have the yeast and the starter, right? Then you pour a little bit of the flour on top. Just like cover the yeast. You don't want to let the salt water to react with your starter. So that's how, and the yeast, that's why I put the all-purpose flour there. And then I'm gonna put the salt in it, pour it in. And then what you do, just put all the ingredients inside. That's it. Easy peasy. So you can see this is all the wheat flour, all-purpose flour, starter, salt, and yeast all inside. And then you use the remaining water. Basically, the best way to do it is to go around the rim. Just you can scoop up everything in this bowl. Here, I take out all the rings. It's important because it's annoying when your hands have like all the jewelry, so it's clean hands. What you do is try to hold your hands like this. So basically you can hold the bowl and mix these together. Just scoop everything. The goal is to combine every ingredients into one big dough. So once you kind of mix it like this, we're gonna work on the table. And then use the all-purpose flour. It's very good to keep one hand clean, you know, like my left hand is nothing first. So what you do, you put all the ingredients onto the table. The hand scoop like this, and you basically press. Imagine each side, it's like a pedal that you go and press it in. Press it in. One good tip is if you have flour in your hands, you can make sure you don't stick to the dough. You shouldn't do more than 10 minutes of this. It's kind of like bringing all the ingredients together. So at the beginning, you do find it hard to do it, but what I learned is really from every corner, use this part of your hand, knead it down. It's quite nice. It's like a kid playing Play-Doh, but you can eat this, which is pretty amazing. like that. And then what I have here is a smaller bowl. Same thing, I'm gonna pour in a bit of flour. So it's kind of like a little bit, spread it all over. And then what you do, you bring this ball of dough, see, and then you go inside like that, right there. And then you use a kitchen towel cloth and put it on top. And it should be around 45 to 1 hour for it to expand, to rise. So I will check on it in half an hour. It's also about the temperature. If today is a bit cooler, then I'm gonna hide it, like heat it in the cupboard where it's warmer. Yesterday was super warm, so I will put it outside, because like when the temperature is warmer, it helps the starter, like all the bacteria, like they kind of like activating, so it's working to like make your dough to rise. It, when you look at it, it should double the size later, so you can see in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna stop for now and then check on this in half an hour, and probably in an hour I can do something more. Bye. Hi, so we're back after 1 hour of like letting the dough to sit. So I'm gonna see what happened in this dough. So as you can see, it does double the size. Maybe more, like, I don't know, it's like probably much bigger than before because of the heat. Today is quite a warm day. I would say it's around 22, 23 degrees Celsius. So I let it sit for an hour, more than 45 minutes, because it's not enough. So 1 hour sitting down with the, remember to put the towel cloth on top, because this can prevent the dough from drying. So what you do right now, you have a work table, make sure it's clean. I'm gonna sprinkle some of the flour here. No need too much, you just like, you know, spread it all even. One more tip is to make your hands dry. So you put some flour on top, and now you can use your hand, basically scrape the dough, boom, back here, and like put this bowl on the side. So what you do on with this dough now is to kind of shape the sourdough. So when you do shaping, you can actually pull it, stretch it, and then fold it in the middle like this first, okay? And then do one more time, let it stretch, because it's like, it's not that how do you say, like soft right now. It looks like a croissant almost, like on the side. So what we'll do, you can follow this diagonal line. We're gonna like tuck like a blanket, tuck the side in it. So what I do is like when you tuck, you really go inward. I'm using this left hand to make sure you're pressing. So I can start from here, tuck. You can see I use energy on my hand. It's my part of my workout, making a sourdough. So it's basically tuck in to make sure you're creating more air into your dough. Okay, so what you do now is to have the same bowl. This time you need a smaller kitchen towel, put it on top, yeah. And like again, I don't want to waste my flour. I'm gonna sprinkle the flour on the table onto the cloth, making sure your dough will not stick to the towel. Then the whole thing, you hold on to it. What I do is I literally drop this in. So like this. Well, like I said, I haven't mastered this. This is not exactly what masterclass taught me, like with this volcano thing, but it works. I'm trying my best. So it's the effort count, and it's edible and it's yummy, so it's all good. So this is how you put it. And then again, yes, we need a cloth to make sure. You really have to like make sure it's covered, because it does dry it out. So now what time is it? It's now 12:30. So at 2:30 I can already bake this for like 1 hour. Usually I bake with the Dutch oven. I'll show you in the next video. And then like 1 hour-ish, then you have fresh bread. Okay, I'll see you in the next video and you can see how we're gonna bake this sourdough. Bye-bye. So I just waited almost 2 hours. I think it's more than 2 hours. And then this dough is now like have rise a little bit more. So what we're doing is that from the oven, I preheat the oven 230 degrees for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna get the Dutch oven. It's really hot, so you put it here. I need to close the oven immediately because the heat will be gone, you know. So move this in the center so you can see. And then what we'll do is literally pour this dough into the oven. I'll put it in first. Donk. Okay, be careful. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So it's looking like this. Okay, can you see? Okay. Then what you need to do is call what's the term? I forgot. Something like I can't remember suddenly. So what I'm gonna do, scoring. Yes, scoring. So I have to show you. So I'm gonna tilt up. Just do a cross, you know. Some people just do a big cross in the middle, but I like to do a hashtag. Like hashtag. You just drag. You can obviously buy a better razor, but this is what I normally use, a sharp cutter. And then I'm gonna close the lid back and put into the oven to bake for 20 minutes, and then after I'm gonna open the lid to bake for another 40 minutes, and then that will be done. Okay? Hi again. So we finished baking this sourdough. It looks alright, I think. I went a little bit cray with the flour on top. But one thing you can check when you cooked it, what I learned is that you can knock it. When it's like a solid sound, see if you can hear. Sorry. It's so hot. Careful. So it's pretty good. It will be good actually, but because we've been baking it for 1 hour. So what I do, I put it out here because this is really hot. I'm gonna take this away. And then usually you can let it sit for like maybe 20 minutes, cool it down, and then you can cut it. But because I want to show you how it looks like, do you want to be the owner to cut this bread? But please wear this, please. Okay. Yesterday I was, oh my god, I cut my finger without being careful.
Okay, so let's see how we go today. I washed my hands already.
The best way I learned to cut in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's like better. Yeah, be careful.
Nice and crunchy. You can hear.
OMG.
Oh. Bottom is a bit harder.
It seems okay. I just want to see the inside because it's quite interesting to learn. Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's quite easy once you.
Okay. Yeah.
Do
Wow.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
Perfect.
Look at that. So this is what I was told to look for, not big holes, and it's like quite nicely spread with a small hole. Whoa.
Yeah, you can see how soft.
And one thing is like you need to have this brown crust. So this is it. This is your breakfast for the next week.
Yep. Homemade sourdough.
Yay! And I hope this video will encourage you guys to make a lot more sourdough just to try this recipe. And maybe next time you can bake one for me.
Yep.
This is for you.
I'll try.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.